Alrighty. Let me do some adjustments here. Test 1, 2. Poop. Let me get logged back in here. Alrighty. We'll start on this guy. No, not this one. Crap. Alright, so we're just going to run through a quick gold routine. Morning gold routine. And then hopefully shortly after that I can continue leveling my priest to 80. I just hit 78, so only 2 more levels to go on that baby, and then we'll be done. My plan is to power level my mage and my death knight to 80 with my 2 recruiter friend accounts, so that will definitely happen this weekend. And I don't know which one I want to do out of my warlock, rogue, or shaman. As they sit, I can get one to about 60. If I go ahead and level one up to about 40, I'll be able to get both to, or I'll be able to get one to 80. So then I can have 3, I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4 80s, my 82 and an 85. Which I'm banking on them dropping the XP from 80 to 85 in the expansion. Which I'm sure I could go find out if I just went and looked, but I haven't. So I don't think much sold on this one. Yeah, just a couple cheaper enchants. I'm gonna go ahead and grab these and DE them real quick. It's stuff I sent over yesterday. Just I could probably sell it for a little bit more, but it's not really worth it to keep listing them because they don't really fit in a enchanting group. And I'm about to sneeze, so all better. I don't have bountiful bags on this character. It's my personal guild, which contains a pretty fresh guild, and so luckily I didn't start really leveling it until after the guild cap got removed. So just from leveling 3 characters from 0 to 78, it's like just into level 4, which, yeah, it's going to take a while still to get it further, but I thought that was pretty good. Those might be a transmog item, but they're not that cool looking. Lesser Planner and Greater Eternal looks a lot better. I'm not even really looking at what I get from these. Okay, cool. So that's done. Um, let's go. Let's see. Let's just do a restock queue. Celestial, Primal Air. See, these enchants are probably gonna be too expensive. So let's go see what the prices are. Oh man. I'm not really sure why these lower level enchants aren't selling. Enchants. I know it's something I really just started doing. Is trying to sell enchant. I guess I could do this. Aha. What's going on here? Oh. I have multiple instances of World of Warcraft open, so bear with me. Much better. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna buy a Primal Air for a 200 or 200 gold. That's a little bit silly, especially since these enchants aren't really even selling that good. But yeah, what I was saying, I just started selling enchants, like just trying to sell them on the auction house. I've never even really looked up to see if anybody actually does that. I mean, there are some on there. I can't tell if it's from people leveling or what, but you know, I figured I'd give it a try since I have a pretty maxed out enchanter. See, I bought some of these for 8 gold yesterday, but I want to say this person or somebody has like 100 of them listed for around 14 gold. That's how it was yesterday, at least. I think somebody's trying to sustain the price of them or something, which I respect. I'm gonna cancel this because this is gonna take forever. Yeah, there's a ton of these in there. Oh no, why the hell would I search for these? That's weird. Okay, so they're trying to bring them back up to around 18 gold now, some guy. I'll take that one for 14. And a couple for 15. Because the good news is these enchants are, well, some of them are selling. Kind of. So, good morning, everybody. I don't know if I said that, but it's around pushing 9 o'clock, I guess, Eastern time on the 22nd. It's actually my mother's birthday today. Oh, there we go. It's done. I'll buy this, see if I can DE something out of it. That's really cheap. And I just need one of these, 2 of these. Perfect. Oh. I'll grab those too. I didn't realize it was lesser nether it was asking for. Get all these goodies. Poop. Okay, well that should be good to go for probably most definitely not gonna do those two. So I guess I could do a cancel scan to see. Okay, so I'm not even under. Wait. Why didn't that come up with anything? Guess I'm not undercut or something. Oh well. Like I said, I'm not too extremely worried about these enchants here, so. Okay, so that will conclude this character. If there's not anything else I need to do, which I don't think there is. Man, I can't quit yawning. Got my coffee, but it's... You have to drink it first, and I haven't drank it yet. Alright, we'll do some glyphs. So I was leveling this character yesterday, so I have a lot of, not a lot of stuff, but some stuff in my bags. Which I'm not sure what I want to do with. That stuff is trash. This needs to be milled away. Vendor. Bottom. Vendor. 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 Mail away. I actually picked up this pretty cool pattern here, which I don't think it's that great of a cut, but I do plan on this tune being a jewel crafter. Well, it actually already is, just nowhere near 420, so. Vendor. Where? Vendor. Where? Where? Quite a bit of frost beef I picked up. Not complaining about that. It's going for about gold and a half, 2 goldish. So this is all stuff I want to mail off to somebody else to worry about. Whatever. I gotta send another one anyways. Okay. So there's... Oh. Okay. B, C. These rings are gonna be tricky. Replace the green one, which is now trash. Trash. I'm not really sure what, I mean, the spec on this priest is shadow, but I'm not really sure like what I need as far as stats go. Nor I'm really worried about it right now, because I'm having a friend of mine like running me through dungeons, so I just sit back and relax. Not have to really worry about getting hit. If I do, I could just bubble, so. So just from yesterday on this character alone, I made 160 gold on vendor items, which that's not bad. I was picking up a lot of the grades to let my friend pick up the anything that was worth any kind of value. Like, well, for some reason he didn't want the cloth, but I was giving him all the greens and stuff like that, or most of them, I guess. I guess I can go here, grab all these. So yeah, he took most of the loot that was worth anything, and of course I was getting the gold. That's not including the gold we picked up, so probably somewhere around 50 gold more than that, which is even better. Consider not have to do anything. I do hook him up with enchants and stuff, so I guess I did have to do something. Let's go retrieve our mail. Let's see what we got. Oh crap, I forgot I had these herbs. Herbs are going up so fast on this server, it's kind of sad. Which luckily means glyphs are going up, and at the same time I bought all these glyphs for you know, the price of cheap herbs, so looks like quite a few sales. All that dust of disappearance sold for 3 gold, which I bought from the vendor for cost, so 9.79, not bad. Tell you what, we'll hold on to those herbs for now, and once I see if there's any more to buy, I will need them or mill them all at once. For now, let's just post what we've got. A lot of this stuff probably won't post. Ain't that right, kitty? Yeah. So I'm going to do this, hit my 2 daily cooldowns, glyph research, restock what's sold, and cancel what's been undercut. And then look for cheap herbs. And again, all these names are almost different. I see the sugar pill is a few of them. That Uno person I've seen. I need to start adding these people to my friends list and sniping their auctions whenever they log off, just relist. Yeah, it's a little dirty, but whatever. I was going to say I'm surprised at how many are below, not below threshold, but just as I was about to say that, there's a ton that are below threshold. Which again is kind of weird due to the fact that herbs are going up. Even with the scroll wheel trick, it takes a long time to cancel 300 auctions. What am I doing? Oh, can I not mount while that's canceling? Oh, I did not know you couldn't do anything. Jeez. I guess I should just watch it cancel and then try to head back over here. Oh, quit yawning. You stayed up all night, didn't you, kitty? Screwing around. Alright, so we're gonna get all these glyphs back in. I don't know if this works. We're gonna try it. I had a macro set up to deposit all these glyphs, but it kind of didn't really ever work that good. So I'll have to look at it later and see if I can get it. It was really a hassle when I had like two, bank tabs full of glyphs, but now unsold glyphs barely doesn't even fill up half a bank tab, so started on this character with after I bought herbs to get me going with like 400 gold. So I'm up to like 4,000, which after the money I've spent on herbs, we're probably at a profit now, so I'll consider anything from here on out profit at anything over 4 Gs, so we're at 4,100. That's not bad considering my TSM shows like once I get everything posted probably like 15,000 in glyphs. They just have to sell. That's the hard part. Making them's the easy part. Get all these posted. Like I said, the good news is I'm able to list these a week or 5 days ago or whatever. Some of these were below my threshold, which is 20 gold. Actually, a lot of them were, so. Not gonna lie though, I didn't know about the fast posting until a couple days ago. That's made life a lot easier. There goes the yawns. There goes the yawns. Stuff I need to put in my bank. It's kind of sad. I don't even have any glyphs on this tune at all, so. And I'm an inscriptionist. Oh, that's weird. There are 3 people with birthdays, which is kind of cool. I didn't know 2 other people that I knew shared birthdays with my mom. I've never really looked at these options before. It's kind of cool. I'm really excited all these glyphs are being able to be posted. That's freaking awesome. But like I said, it's all relative. Oops. It's all relative because herb prices went up, so. But I think 30G is fair for a glyph, considering it at most cost me 15 to make. So technically I could drop my threshold to 15 and still make money, but that's breaking even's not what we're trying to do here. And if it's not a good selling glyph, you know, I don't really want to make it. I will keep a stock of it, but I don't want to have to keep making it and just breaking even. So, especially if herb prices are going to continue to go up, it's really going to matter how they decide to swap out Blackfellow ink for the new ink and mist, if that's going to be the new go-to ink to buy any lesser ink than that. Which I'll be fine with, because those herbs will steadily go down and I can always farm those herbs. Okay, now let's look for herbs. And I can show you that there aren't any. Oh. Somebody's silly. But yeah, the next one was a gold 60. That's a lot. Gold 25, that's too much too. If I really needed it, I'd probably pay gold 25. But jeez. For now, you know, I have plenty of ink. So I think I'm going to start buying them all under a gold, though, instead of just buying some of them, because it's kind of getting down to the wire. I really don't need any dusty pigment, though, and there's plenty of this. What does dusty pigment make? Is it dusky pigment? Dusky pigment. So it makes midnight ink. I think I have plenty of midnight ink. Yeah, 133. Not that much, but considering I can always get the ink for absolutely just, or the herbs, well, currently I can get the herbs for cheap, but I think it'll stay that way. Here comes the cream of the crop. There probably will be some of these for around gold 20, but I have plenty of Blackfellow ink too. Even better. I almost want to leave like some of this in there. I should have left that one in there. What people would undercut that person. But yeah, there's the go-to herb, Cinder Bloom, a gold 20. That would essentially move my that would move my glyph prices up to 20 gold, which isn't that bad, and considering there's 7 stacks of it. I'm not gonna buy any though. And just for shits, 550, that's not bad, but I'm not gonna spend that much on that either. So let's get on my loot. Alright, so let's go get rid of all these in the bank over here. So I don't know if this is like common practice or anything, but I always just keep, obviously you can only mill stacks of 5, so I just put all this stuff in the bank. And whenever I notice, crap. I was gonna say whenever I notice something that there's like 5 of like that, I'll pull out. Anything else? A solid stack of 5. Oh, come on. What can I remove? Okay. I don't really understand why there's not a mill all button. That's just I could see if we were playing vanilla WoW, where the point of the game was to kind of grind and prolong. But they're adding a lot of stuff now that makes stuff more automated, and so you can focus your time towards other things. And this is one of those things where I believe it's kind of monotonous. I mean, could I write a program to solve this? Of course, but I believe that's illegal. I may or may not have, as a side project, wrote a program to fish automatically, like a bot, merely as a proof of concept. It was pretty cool. I mean, if I actually did it, it would have been pretty cool. But I didn't, so. Oh, I didn't see all the whiptail. Why is it not automatically picking up now? It just automatically picked up all. Oh, I know what it is. What? But yeah, the bot was or wasn't written in Python. I did or didn't use it for about 10 minutes just to see if it worked and tweaked it a little bit. Like I said, it worked, but not very well. I could have made it better, but I started feeling guilty. Like I said, I know there's tons of commercially available bots and all that kind of stuff, and they're really not that hard to even make. So, even like all the mining bots and stuff like that. I've always been intrigued by like automation, so pretty much every game I've ever played, I always tried to automate stuff as best I could. But when stuff's against the terms and stuff like that, I really don't like that. Really don't even like to push it because it's not fair to everybody else. Now, the sitting here and having to go through each one of these and craft them, I think that's stupid too. I think you should be able to do a create all I have mats for or something like that. Especially with inks. I mean, there's like what 400 or 500 glyphs you can make. That is a lot of glyphs. I mean, I've spent hours. I think last week I found a bunch of I think it's either whiptail or cinderbloom for like right at a gold a stack, and I bought like 50 stacks or more. Can't remember. But I bought so much of that. And after I got it milled, it was nice because it was all black fellow ink, but had I bought 20 stacks of everything, I would have been here for a day. So it's got the mill button, so why, or create all for the ink, so why couldn't you mill all? I don't understand that, but whatever. Why is that not on the screen? I just now realized that part of the screen's being cut off. Yeah, I'm a little slow. So I think that ends up being sufficient. Let's get rid of that one. Now I've screwed everything up. We'll roll with that for now. I'll fix it later. Creating some ink on Saturday morning. Drinking some coffee. And listening to music. I don't know if y'all can hear my music. I don't think so. I don't know if anybody would really want to listen to the Eagles, so I think I have that run through my headphones. Of course, it would probably break like the monotony with some kind of sound, because I don't think my game sound's coming through either, which sound and Windows and actually with anything, it's just always been the bane of my existence. It's kind of like when you have like the little slider bar, like 1 through 95% is like the same volume, and then everything over that's like exponential by like a factor of 10, and it just gets insanely loud. So I've never really understood sound controls and stuff. I really need to start figuring out what to do with these green inks, like the green level inks, because I have a ton of them. I think I can make like Dark Moon Fair cards or something. Too bad that's not what you make the fortune cards out of, because I really don't want to waste Blackfellow ink making fortune cards, or lottery cards, or scratch cards, or whatever they're called. Last batch. Sounds like something else. Done. Okay. That can go in there. That can go in there. I know I need all kinds of stuff, so of course I need more parchment. Okay, so let's do this real quick. Eternal ink and shimmering ink. I'm gonna grab a couple Blackfellow inks too, just because I'm sure I'm gonna need more eternal ink. And we're off. Keep forgetting I can fly. I just bought like the crappiest level flying. Because when I did my recruiter friends with my other two characters, I just bought up through Lich King. And it wasn't until I'm gonna brain fart. It wasn't until the one after that that you could do. Was it Cataclysm that you couldn't until you could fly in the city? So, in other words, it wouldn't have made sense to buy it on one and not on the other ones because it wouldn't really benefit anything. So, oh wow. Why not? So with that, I am not very far from being maxed. Glyph of the Porcupine and Glyph of the Life Bloom. See, that's not too bad for 3 levels. But I just don't farm volatile. I don't even really know much about volatiles. I've heard people talk about them, but that's not something I really care about. Yeah, so for now, all I've really been doing is just create forge documents and just turning that in, kind of like a daily type thing. Though Mist will be out soon, and I won't be maxed out, and not to mention I may not have this character to 85 anyways when Mist comes out, which kind of sucks. I've kind of asked around and tried to get too many characters to 85. I don't think I'm gonna go for like any server first with like inscription or anything. That would be kind of cool. I'll tell you what, if I make it to 85 by Tuesday on this tune, I will, well, shoot, I have to work. And so I'll power level and try to do inscription, but I don't think it's gonna happen. What the hell? I don't want to make that shit. Kitty. You knocked your bed off, kitty. Yeah, never, ever, ever. Let's make sure I have all these checked. I haven't actually been through here since after. Okay. Now. There we go. Okay, so we'll get these made up. Sheep so polymorphs are into a porcupine instead. That's kind of funny. Hey, sheep that. No, I'm gonna porcupine it. Porcupine. I don't know if I understand that one, but that might make things a little easier. Again, sitting here hitting craft next is just whatever. But really though, glyph making is, I'm not gonna say it's a gold mine yet, but it's definitely pretty straightforward and not hard. I mean, it's not like you have to go out and farm stuff. I mean, you could go out and farm all this stuff, but that would be kind of pointless, I think. If you had to farm it, it definitely wouldn't. You couldn't make any money doing it, I don't think, because there's much better stuff to farm than herbs. And if you're just gonna farm them, if there was so much that you had to farm them, you could just farm the herbs and sell the herbs and make more money. Because the herbs are kind of like a guaranteed sale. These glyphs aren't. And with AoE looting, I mean, you could go farm cloth and make a lot of money. Making stuff and disenchanting it even. So I've never been. I kind of do like farming sometimes. It's kind of relaxing, but. Somebody undercut me by a copper. So where were those two? Porcupine and Life Bloom. How much are those actually going for? Life Bloom, 35. Porcupine, 76. Not bad. I might post that one for 1 silver under. Or 1 copper under. Was it this one? Yeah. See, mine are way up there. Whatever. Let's do this. Scam this guy. I get him every time. He's so oblivious. Nice, 23, 26 gold. Too bad you can't do those all day long. That would be awesome. So 20,000 in glyphs posted. That would be nice if I woke up tomorrow or logged back on later and they all sold. Kind of. Yeah, I mean, it would be awesome. I'm not gonna lie, but it would take forever to restock those. Not saying I'm opposed to it, but let's see, what do I need to level inscription up? So I can't do that again, right? No. That's gonna be too expensive. It's really gonna matter what's cheaper. Water, fire. So that's 6, it looks like. That's more. Sorry, now it's looking like fire. Volatile fire or air. I don't know how to spell it. Nope. $560. I know, I'll just look this up, but sometimes those prices aren't right. $550. I'll tell you, let's do 2 of each. Bye. Wow. Oh, well, it's worth it. So it's 12 of those. I guess I'll buy 18. I can make 3. Oh shit, I forgot how to have volatile life. 24 volatile life. I might as well just buy a whole 200 stack. Yeah. Okay. I thought this was going to be a lot more. Like I said, I've never hardly bought any volatiles or anything like that, so I about pooped my pants. I thought it was going to be like the same-ish type thing. So that brings me now. I spent like 500 gold today already and on this stupid character. But it's all for the better. 30 ink, that should be enough. No, it's not. But so that disenchants into a heavenly shard. Well, that's 339 too. Offhand though, I don't know how good that's gonna be. So how much is this so far? It's 316. That's not. It will never be worth it. Okay. So I should hit cap right here in a minute. And like I said, at the end of the day, I can just disenchant all this crap. Oh wait, I don't have enough. Well, oh yeah, I bought 200 volatile lives. Oh, that doesn't skill up anymore. Son of a bitch. That's fine though, because those other recipes should be similar to oh shoot. That really lagged out my computer. Why does it do that? That was much more pleasant. I was just switching my screen region, so. Again, trying to max out my inscription real quick, just for the why not. See, is these volatile water? So that was just me being a noob and not realizing. Well, those do 5 skill ups. So I don't need but one of these. Okay. Let's go see which one of those are cheaper to make, and then we'll be maxed out. I wonder if there's a website that'll show you, like, if you have all the glyphs. Oh yes, okay, well. Sorry I didn't see your message earlier. Yeah. Craft all would be awesome. One second. Sorry about that. Thought there was somebody here at my residence, but it was just something else. Okay, what do we got? So I already have 6 of those. I think you can buy this from a vendor. I just don't know which one. I can find out though. So silver charm bracelet, there are none, so that's kind of out of the question. There's probably gonna be none of these. Crap. That's really the only thing that'll skill me up. So I can go find out where to farm a preserved ogre eye, but oh, you can buy them. Twilight Highlands, yeah, I'm not going all the way there for that right now. Well, whatever. So the good news is I'm only one what do you call it? One craft away from being maxed. So I believe that is all for this character. Let's log on to my main, see what's going on there. Or my main auction house character. Okay. So before we get started, let's go ahead and I really need to buy like faster flying on these tunes. Well, this one's only level 60, so I'm actually lucky I can even fly in the first place. I've really got to sell some of this stuff. I need to quit being lazy. Like, I'm never gonna use this. Well, that was a bad example. I'm gonna use this cloth eventually. But for instance, all this shit, I'll never use all that. A lot of this stuff's trash, like this stone doesn't really need to be taking up guild bank tabs. How much is a new one? Yeah, 5 G's. Jesus Christ. That's for glyphs. These elementium geodes are... I'm starting to, like... not second guess myself, but... Oh, I know, Soko. I think there's an add-on that'll, like, was it Prettify or something like that, but... Oh, cool, so like Gut Ripper for 700. I just haven't really... I organized them one time, and I got kind of flustered and was trying to sell a bunch of stuff, and... I mean, I probably have... Oh, God. Bank Stack, is that the name of it? Let me get that right now. Like I said, I really want to sell all that stuff. I mean, like I said, it's probably worth all my recipes and everything. Probably worth close to 1,000,000 gold just in recipes. So, okay, cool. Let me see if I can get that. It's called Bank Stack. Can you not get Bank Stack through Curse? Oh, I was looking at the wrong tab. There it goes. Cool. So now I have it. I'll sort those later. I'm not going to do it right now, but thanks for letting me know. I knew there was an add-on. Like, I read about these add-ons all the time. Wow, I haven't updated these in a while. I read about these add-on, like cool add-ons all the time, and I never actually take the time to update them or get them. So I think I'm going to, well, like I was saying in the last cast yesterday too, a lot of this crap is going to break again when Mist comes out. Like I said, I had my UI all nice and pretty and set up, but it just breaks my heart to set all these up and then it just to quit working. I did not mean to get all this stuff. Dang it. Oh well. But I mean, I know they'll be fixed. So 2173 on this character since last night or yesterday afternoon, I guess. So these Gut Rippers, I try to sell them for 1,000. Actually, a cool story behind that is when I first got scrolled and started playing WoW again, what was I doing? I logged on my old server and I was like getting my character back to the capital so I could like get to the guild bank and sort everything out. And I got attacked. Oh shoot, I hit the wrong button. I got attacked by a mob and I was like, crap, I just wanted to go. I had no clue how to play my character. All my talent points were reset because it had been years since I actually played, or maybe like a year and a half or so. So I had no clue how to play. I was like, crap, I need to run. And I was running on my horse and it hit me and I fell off. And I mean, it was just like a level 70 just trash mob. So it wasn't like I was going to die, but I just didn't really feel like fighting it. So I fought it. And it dropped a Gut Ripper. Like, that's the first epic I've ever gotten off of like a trash mob like that. Just like world drop. I was so excited. I was like, hell yeah. And I get back to the bank, and on the old server, they're going for like 300 gold. I'm like, oh, wow. So I was like, I'm just going to keep it. So anyways, I kept it for a while, and I listed it. And I hadn't seen one on this server, and I just still don't have this macro set up on here. So I don't know, I could probably do it in like 2 clicks, but I'm lazy. Which doesn't make sense, because if I was lazy, then I would make it the macro instead of clicking that 46 times. But so I started listing that Gut Ripper for like, I don't know, I was like proud of it. I think I was listing it for a couple thousand, and it wasn't selling. So I kept getting undercut by like a bunch, by like 500 or 600. And so I started listing the Gut Ripper for 1,000, and it looks like it just finally sold for 1,000 or 700 or something like that. Because somebody had undercut me yesterday, so I undercut them again. But the reason I brought that up is because I actually ended up with like 3 or 4 Gut Rippers. So that's why I just started, alright, I need to start getting rid of them. And I know it's like a level 54 item, and I could probably sell it for a lot more. Well, are monks going to use, or is that a dagger? I don't know. But if they were, that would be cool. Where is the... Oh, it's under general. Where is the create like a hot... oh, there it is. Okay, now I have the macro set up. I wasn't finished in here. I know there's a few things I need to put into my categories here. Maybe. 1, 2. And again, I don't think I'm going to bother listing all these like 70 greens I got yesterday from dungeons, because it's really just a waste of time. So what's up with these? Gilburst. See, I have 9 of these. I really need to quit buying these. I really don't, when I do my 77 to 80 search in the auction house, I generally do not look at what the suffix is. I just buy, if they're under 50, I buy them. Because I don't want the, what the hell? Silly cat. I don't really care what the suffix is, because I just want to buy them. I own this market, and I don't want to drive the price down by not buying them. So I'd rather buy them for 50G and DEM than have 20 sets of Tsunami boots at the Windstorm in there for 10 gold, because that doesn't look good when I'm trying to run the market. So oh yeah, dude, that singing axe is awesome. I've always wanted one of those. I'll look and see how much they're going for on this server in a second. So 50 is like my limit on these. Sometimes I go a little bit higher. I mean, I should buy this for 62. Yeah, I'll go ahead and buy that. Because I have a feeling we're still going to be getting a lot of Scroll of Resurrections until that program ends. Somebody undercut me of the beast. That's not that great of a suffix. I said I didn't look at the suffixes, and now I am, but let's see, see if there are any. Is it not singing axe? I guess there isn't any. Oh, singing crystal axe. Yeah, there's one for 25,000. Says I've seen 27 for an average of 7,000 on this server. I could probably pull 7,000 to use one for mogging, but I'm sure somebody will get 25,000 on this server for that. Yeah, the thing's sweet looking though. So I just did my 77 scan. Let me do my auctioneer scan, rather. And while that's running, let me figure out what I'm gonna do with this stuff. Okay, so this shield's not that. I mean, it's all right looking, but I really do want to sell it. I think I bought this for cheap, but for some reason these like 359, 378, and 397, 85 items are not selling. And I'm getting kind of worried because while I don't have that much in them, maybe like two or three pieces worth like 5k gold or something, you know, uh, I really do want to sell them. Well, 4k gold for something that you had for months. There comes a time where you have to start dropping the price, unless you just really want to hold out, which is what mogging's all about. Which on this server, I did mogging when I first came back. I was watching Jim's podcast and a live stream, and he was just getting into mogging, so I was like, I'll give it a try. And it's really cheap to get into, and you can make a lot of money, but you have to sit on stuff and list and list and list, and it gets kind of old. So I kind of sold all my mogging stuff off, or de-eat it, because my limit on mogging items was like 50, unless it was a really cool like chest piece or something, I'd pay 100. So I didn't really invest that much into it. I know I made a lot of money, but it kind of got old. What's the group name I searched for what? For the 77 to 80, or for well, that was the only thing I searched for, right? I'll show you once the scan finishes. I don't know if switching the tab will mess up the scan or not. And this, for some reason, the scan used to be a lot faster, but I don't know if the latest patch screwed it up or something. I mean, it is like 30,000 auctions. Okay, so the scan I did is armor. Is it? I don't know it off the top of my head. I'm gonna guess though. We'll check. 272. I think it's that one. In TSM, it's not an auctioneer, so make sure you're using TSM for that, because that's more or less like a regular expression, and I don't know if like auctioneer can do that. So there is one for weapons too, but listing weapons is like too risky for me, because the 48 hour list time on some weapons is like 12 gold, 14 gold. Coming down, hold on a second. I'll show you how to set that up in a second. Once the scan finishes. Actually, I'm gonna step away and go get a refill on my coffee. And once I get back, that should be finished. And I'll show you how to set that up. Be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry, the coffee pot was calling my name. So, this scan's finishing up, or finished now. It's processing. So, and this is what really the only thing I use auctioneer for is vendor items. None of that's really worth getting for me. I mean, sure, it's all free money, but at the same time, I'd have to go grab it from the mailbox or whatever and relist it, and then go sell it and hope I didn't relist it, trying to make a profit off of it. And then the resale scan, which I've made a ton of money using this in the past. for whatever reason, um, I haven't really found many deals here lately. McKinnon, the reason I don't use the TSM scan for this is because I really like the way the data is laid out here. And this is what I used back a long time ago. Either I didn't know TSM existed or I didn't know how to use it. I certainly didn't have the add-on. I mean, this is like years ago. So this is the only thing I had. And I'm so used to this. And it's really easy for me to just like, you know, scan down through here and find good deals. Even if you don't know what you're looking for, you can kind of just put two and two together with this percentage thing and the profit. I mean, some of the stuff, of course, is like stupid, like this. Nobody's gonna pay, 1,200 gold for that and resell it for, 70,000. So, yeah, that's the reason I use this. I can whip down through here, and I really don't like this on an item I'm gonna flip. I don't really like to spend much more than like 1,000, so that makes it even easier. I bought these on my Druid a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, a couple months ago for a lot more than that. But that's part of it. I've seen this recipe. It's been in there for almost 24 hours. I think I'm gonna go ahead and buy it, just because it's kind of like a world drop recipe, and I'm a sucker when it comes to recipes. Even I don't even really have a blacksmith, but I'm gonna have one, so I may or may not use it. So yeah, none of this stuff. What are you doing, cat? Get. Oh wow, thanks. Yeah, the prices do get really jacked up, and I mean, I don't. That's why I don't really like auto buy a lot of stuff from here. I just kind of go down through there and scan. Again, I'm not looking for transmog items. I'm looking for recipes, high level epics that are easy to flip. Um, I will do a transmog if it's for really cheap price, and I know I can get a lot of money out of it. Like if I could buy a sweet looking sword for like 500 to 1,000 gold, and it says it sold 20 in the past for 4,000 or 5,000, I'll definitely pick it up. And that kind of profit's worth sitting on for a couple months, especially since I'm just going to put it in a TSM group and auto relist it. But yeah, like I said, in the past couple of times I've done this, there really hasn't been anything to buy, so I wasn't expecting anything there. Oh yeah, sorry Soko, I actually already forgot about that. Yeah, Auctionator, that's what I was talking about. I'm sorry. Yeah, armor, /77, /80, /I272. Yeah, I didn't mean TSM, even though I said that earlier. But yeah, like I said, I don't do the weapon one. I don't even know what's on here anymore. There's some decent deals. Like that bow is, it's alright. But like I said, I don't really want to risk, trying to relist that 4 or 5 times, because by the time you do that, you haven't made anything. Coming down, what was your question? What is the lowest threshold and reset price for what? Oh, for 77 and 80 items, I think 245 is my reset and 225 is my lowest. I'll double check that in a second. It was a little bit higher a couple months back, but I found that to be like a really sweet spot for selling. I sell probably 7 plus pieces a day for sure. Like I said, I pretty much own that market on my server. Nobody else really messes with it. So, yeah, Probably have around 50 to 60, 77 to 80 items, which really isn't that much. I mean, I've had a lot more, but it's just been selling so fast, and for whatever reason, it hasn't been popping up as much on here. I guess people aren't really leveling characters out there doing dungeons and stuff anymore. I don't really know. Oh, nice, Oko. Well, yeah. I wish I could get that much on my server. In reality, I probably could, but I don't know. I had it a little bit higher one time, around like 285 or 275, and it was still selling. This was a couple months ago, back when there was even more competition, and it was still selling, and then it kind of tapered off. And I think now that it's getting closer to launch date, people are still buying these 77 to 80 items, which I'm not complaining about. So I'll sell them all day long. But I don't know. I find it like a decent medium to sell those at. So now I'm left with a bunch of crap that's not in any kind of group. Most of this stuff that I'm going to be posting separately is like stuff I want to keep a fine eye on how much it sells for. So TSM shows this average value 3,500, and Auctioneer shows it at 3,700. So I mean, sure, I could go post it in an Auctioneer group for 4,000, but it's a 359 level 85, and I don't think it's going to sell for 4,000. I've listed it close to 4,000 several times now. So 5,000 and then 3,500, and it still hasn't sold. I'm going to list it at $29.99 just because I kind of want to get rid of it before Tuesday. I mean, I could be wrong. There might be tons of people that want to buy this, but that hasn't been the case this far. This is that recipe I just won. This is a lot of trash I just smelled over from my other character, so I'm just going to try to dump, any of that stuff for as cheap as I can. That's not that good of a trinket. And then I'm going to create like a separate thing to email to my enchanter. So crystallized air is going for about 47 silver. So let's see how much eternal air is going for. Okay, so that's worth it, right? 10 would be roughly 5 gold. Yeah. How many of those do I have? Just have 18 somewhere. Must be some in my bank. I'll buy both of those for now. What about these? Crystallized water. Around the same price, so if eternal water is going for any more than about 5 gold, it's not. So I will combine these two. Oh, it's 5. Wait, what? Oh, no. Sorry, I looked at that wrong. Put those in single stacks. So yeah, for now I'm just trying to get rid of some of this crap that I've acquired through leveling. As I was saying, a lot of it I'm just gonna go sell DE because it's not worth relisting this stuff forever. That needs to go in the guild bank. How much are these going for? Is a relic of Oldar that you can buy to level guild rep with? If so, I want to hold on to those. I've been trying to sell this thing forever. Will not sell. Okay, cool. Thanks, McKinnon. Yeah, I saw somebody saying stuff about that or talking about it. Maybe it was Jim. And my on the guild on my main, I just recently joined, so I don't have rep on there, and I haven't ran many dungeons or anything like that yet. So that'd be kind of nice to boost up with. There's another 359 item. I don't know how much I paid for this, but I would like to sell it for sure. Commandant is what's still worth doing when mop hits. This needs to go in a group. This needs to go in a group. I don't know. We'll have to see about that. I think it probably will be. Once people start playing and they're telling their friends, hey man, I know you used to play WoW, so Mist just came out, it's awesome. I could scroll you and give you a free level 80, and then or they resurrect their level 80 and then they don't have any decent gear and they keep buying it. So it depends. As long as Scroll of Resurrection is out, I think 77 to 80 will be worth it. Once Mist comes out though, will there be as many on the market? Probably not as many, but there still will be those people leveling from 80 to 85 that find these in dungeons and through mobs or whatever, and we'll post them on the auction house for just really nothing because they want to get rid of them and level. Because is it really going to be relevant to the average person to try to keep posting one 77 to 80 item for 250 gold? Not really. Me, yeah, I would post one for 280 gold or 250 gold like multiple times, but the average guy that's going to come back though after Mist is probably going to be your either a leveler that just wants to level, or your raider, person that wants to raid. So at least that's what I think. I mean, we all have our own opinions, right? So, and I really suck at like predicting what's good, what's going to be good and what's not. So really need to sell one of these. I would love to get like 29.99 for that. I honestly don't think I'm ever going to get that much for that, but it's worth a shot, right? That's another one of those items that I kind of just bought for cheap and bought two more for cheap and bought two more for cheap, and I think I've sold like one or two, but I still have three or so. I've listed this rune cloth belt way too many times. That's getting vendored. I've listed that too many times. If this doesn't go for much, it's getting vendored. So a lot of this stuff that I have is just stuff I've acquired either through buying low and trying to resell high. I think these I got from, yeah, I've made on an inscription when I was leveling. So it does kind of suck to sell that for 5 gold, but whatever. Fell iron ore. This pattern I'd love to sell for about 1,500. I don't think I'll ever get that for that either though, but so this needs to be milled off. That goes into the bank. These need to be listed in groups. And those other two I need to hold on to. Let's go ahead and get those two in groups. Okay, I want to sell this axe. Plans. I actually was coming through here one day like listing a bunch of stuff. I wasn't really in a hurry, but I was just confident in what I was doing. And What was it that I sold? Let me see if I can find it. I want to say it was a recipe potion of petrification. I cannot remember. But I was going through here, putting my recipes in the prepper group here. Most of these are vendor recipes that just I try to get like 50 to 75 gold out of. And I put the potion of petrification recipe in there. I think I'm saying that right. Whatever if I'm not. And I think I sold it for like 50 gold, and I was like, oh. On this server, I think it goes for like 5,000, and somebody instantly bought it. So I messaged them. I was like, oh man, I didn't mean to do that. You know, can I have that back? And the guy was like, oh, sorry, when I bought it, I instantly used it. And I was like, whatever, he's lying. So I checked the auction house, and it's not there. So I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he did buy it and instantly used it. Because it's one of those rare recipes that collectors want to buy just to, you know, try and get all the recipes in the game or whatever, right? So that's what collecting is. So my groups are kind of set up funny. I can kind of go over them real quick. Even though this says 495 MOG, you know, originally I used these groups for transmog items. I mean, I could just go rename it because most of the stuff I just want to sell for 495 anyways, right? So this design of a purified twilight opal. I want to sell it for about 500 gold, right? So instead of making a new group that doesn't say MOG, I'm just going to throw everything I want to sell for 500 in here. And same thing with all these other ones, 10k. I mean, all these were originally created for mogging items. There's my 2.5k. For some reason, it wouldn't let me put 2.5k, so I just spelled it out. So these are vendor or world drop recipes that I buy on the auction house, usually for less than like 1,000. Try to flip those for 2.5. There's all my inscription stuff, and there's all my recipes and patterns and stuff and schematics, and there's my categories. So it seems like there's so many in here, but yet every time I buy one, it's like it's not in there. So I don't know what the heck's up with that. Like that why is that not in there? Have I never bought one of these before? Really? Whatever. There's another one. So yeah, the moral of that is to be careful with your TSM groups. Not that I really got burned. I think I probably only lost like, I mean, technically I lost, you know, 4,950 gold, but I probably only paid somewhere around 50 gold for it to begin with. So I didn't really lose it that much, or whatever you want to call it. I guess technically or untechnically. So let me go vendor these items. I know I still have some stuff in the mailbox I need to go post, but I want to kind of clean up my inventory here. I don't know what I want to do with these. Let's see. I'll kind of hold on to them for now. I may just end up disenchanting a lot of those, because like I said, one of those I have the 9 for. Am I stockpiling for MOP? Not really. The only thing I've stockpiled is, excuse the messy bank tab, but a bunch of Elementium geodes. And I don't think that those are going to instantly shoot up when MOP comes out, but I think they'll be worth, on my server right now, they're going for like 300 gold. I really haven't paid more than 100 gold for any of them. So, I mean, I could go sell them now for 300% profit, but I honestly think they'll be 1,000 gold pet right there. So, that is something I'm going to hold on to. I have 37 of them. But other than that, I'm not really stockpiling anything yet. I may buy some mid-level herbs and try to sell those. But for now, really, my glyphs is the only thing I'm really keeping and selling and stuff like that. I do have a lot of ore and low level cloth that I could always put in there. But honestly, other than wool, all this other stuff will be readily available. Wool was really the only thing hard to come by as far as low level tailoring mats. I may sell some of these in chance. I think some of them are lower level, but I'm not really, like I said, none of it's really stockpile. Oh, actually, yes, I am stockpiling stuff. These wands I bought initially for mogging, but you know, they're level 45. Of course, again, I really haven't checked to see what monks use. Not that everybody's gonna make a monk panda. I'm assuming you can make other types of pandas, right? So I'm just like I said, didn't really buy them for intentions of stockpiling. And then right here too, I have a bunch of blues that I bought, either for mogging or for trying to flip when people are leveling, like that Starsight tunic. I bought that for like 20 gold. So again, no, I'm not really like actively trying to stockpile stuff, but if something comes along, I'll buy it. Oh, cool. My cat's in my closet. Again, excuse the messy bank here. Thanks to SoCo. I will sort this out later. Maybe this evening when I get back on and do a evening gold run. So I guess while we're kind of down right here, I'll take a moment to kind of plug what I'm doing. My name is Justin. My internet persona is 404. I've been around the internet for a long time now. Like 15 plus years I've been gaming. I guess that's not a really long time, but I've been actively in communities, and my primary focus was always gold making, or the market, I guess, if you will. So I've played games like Habbo Hotel, where I've made tons of money in there. I was one of the richest on the EU server or UK servers and US servers when those first came out. Sold a lot of that for real money. Back in the day, I played RuneScape, did the same thing there. Second Life, there.com, made quite a bit of money in there. Also, Coke Music, Neopets, if you even want to take it back a couple years further. So, always been active in the community, or in the economy, and also the community. I've built communities around several different websites. Coke Music and Habbo Hotel being the largest ones easily, but also there.com. I've built communities and forums, and I always try to be a big player in the community. By day, I'm a web developer, so I've always used and built tools to help making gold and stuff like that. And if you go check out my blog, which really hasn't been updated, I don't know why I'm plugging it because it's kind of pathetic. It's datgold.com, D-A-T gold. It's kind of like a play on dat ass, like the is it Obama meme or whatever. So yeah, like I said, I'm trying to get back into this whole thing. I posted way earlier in the year, and I kind of didn't really get tired of gold making, but I started just trying to level and do some raids and stuff like that. I was still doing gold, but I really wasn't like pursuing different avenues in gold making. So I kind of took a back seat to actually posting about gold making, and really blogging has never been my strong point. I kind of suck at it. So I was like, I always watch Jim's live cast, and I was like, you know what, that's pretty cool. And kind of along those same lines, I've always streamed games. I've always streamed Call of Duty, Team Fortress, different first-person shooters. I've never really had a desire to stream WoW, and really before I came along to the gold making community, I didn't know one existed. So when I found out about it, I was like, oh yes, this is going to be awesome. Like I said, I've always been a community guy. So that's where we are for that. I know there's some more I was going to talk about, but oh yeah, like I was going to say, I'm going to be streaming hopefully around twice a day. I get up fairly early to go to work around 6 o'clock. So I'm going to stream then. I mean, I know that's not really ideal. A lot of people won't be on, but the glory about these streams are you don't have to be on to watch them. I can always archive them later on YouTube, right? So I can always post the streams I do on YouTube and then post them in the blog, so you can keep a roll on that. And also on Twitter. Yes, I do have a Twitter. It's I have my main Twitter, which isn't really going to help anybody out, right? I'm not going to talk about gold making on like my main Twitter. But I will post on Twitter from now on when I'm going to go live and stuff. It's datgoldweb. I'll post that in the chat. Datgoldweb. And like I said, that really hasn't even been updated since I started blogging. So I just started live streaming yesterday. I did my first successful live stream for gold making. I've live streamed before, like I said, on other things, but that was the first time I started live streaming gold making. I had a pretty good turnout, like I kind of do today. It's, you know, even if I can help one other person make gold, I think it's awesome. There's not many of us to begin with that actively pursue gold making, like reading blogs and getting involved in the community and stuff. So I think it's just absolutely awesome that people want to watch gold making. And if you don't mind, if you're watching this on Twitch, follow me. That always helps out. Follow me on Twitter and all that kind of stuff too. Subscribe to my RSS feed on my blog. Like I said, I know it hadn't been updated, but I will work on that, at least updating the I'm having a brain fart. The livecast. I will update the livecast on the blog, and then again, I will try to post like maybe once a week, just what's been going on, maybe how much money I've made in gold making. I've never been really one to like kind of flaunt how much money I make, but a lot of people do find that interesting, and of course I do too. I've always been a statistics junkie. Like you know, how much money have I made on average for a week or whatever, and I know I can look at that in TSM. So let's see. Never really used it for. There we go, summary. So is this, yeah, I guess this is across all my characters. Gold earned per day, 2,000. That kind of looks impressive, but at the same time, it's gold spent per day is like 920 G, so that's not that impressive. Last 7 days, that's kind of cool, I guess. That's 5,000 a day. Last 30 days, 2,000 a day. So yeah, I guess total's kind of a skewed number because, like I said, when I first started playing, I was gold making, and then I kind of quit actively trying to make gold. I just kind of dabbled in it. But over the past month, I've been really back into the grind and leveling professions and stuff like that and getting back into it. So, still not bad though. I think I'm sitting close to 200K, not the most. So 197. So maybe at 250K, maybe I've built up a small, like, I guess, viewer base, and we can do like some kind of giveaway, whether it be Steam games or something like that. I have a bunch of Steam games I can give away. Just kind of like a, yeah, I finally made a milestone. You know, obviously 1 and 200K is a milestone, but 250, 500, and a million are going to be like those bigger milestones. But as much as I'm a gold maker, I'm also a gold spender, so I like to. Now, right now I don't have anything really mogged on any of my characters. I do have a druid that I play for like raiding and stuff. That's decently geared with dungeon finder and stuff like that, and vault items and honor point items. Nothing really out of like heroic 10-man dragons or anything like that. But yeah, none of it's really transmogged. I do hope I'll get into that a little bit later. I really have never did a lot of transmogging myself. I've just been one of those, whatever, my stats are good enough, let's go kick some ass, right? So, but I think that's going to pretty much wrap up the gold making stream for now. I'll probably will end the stream and come back in maybe like 15 or 20 minutes to do some multi-box leveling. I'm going to have a friend of mine run me through some dungeons on my, I have 3 level 78s. So I'm gonna have him run me through dungeons and hopefully get to level 80 today. Maybe in the next hour or two, it'll be level 80, and then I can power level 3 of my other characters to level 80 by using the grant level. So I'll live stream all of that, but it's gonna take me a while to get all that set up and back in here. So for now, like I said, thanks for watching. Give me a follow, give me a shout out on Twitter. I'm going to be more active on Twitter. Like I said, I registered the account, but I've never really actively used the Twitter part. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I really appreciate it. Oh, McKinnon cannot find me on Twitter. Oh, okay, there you go. You found me. Cool. Yeah, thanks, McKinnon. Follow me. I'll give you a follow back. I always like to see what everybody else will say about gold making, so I'm always going to follow everybody back that's interested in what I have to say in that regard. Because, like I said, I'm not the greatest gold maker. I've always liked it, and I've always been decent at it. So if anybody, wants to tweet at me any tips or anything like that, I'll try to mention them on stream and stuff like that. So, all right, yep. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'll be back on in just a little bit, multi-boxing, not gold making, and later tonight for gold making. So, again, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.